Welcome back to this Let's Play of the original official campaign for Neverwinter Nights 2. Last time we had a lot of talking, and, well, I'm afraid the talking's not over. But we recovered Amanjaro from his haven, got Chandra killed, and, well, it didn't work out all that well, but we're still here, so that's good, right?
You no doubt have heard. Fort Lock has fallen. Nasher has summoned you. You are to report to Castle Never at once, and only you. Your companions are to wait here.
Okay, great. Let's go.
Good. Ride fast for Neverwinter, and when you arrive, simply go straight to the castle. Nasher will be expecting you.
It's you! The captain of Crossroad Keep! I've been waiting for some time. I bring you greetings from Lusk.
Not now. The captain has urgent business. Whatever you need from him can wait till he returns from Neverwinter.
Yes, well, I'll be, waiting anxiously for your return.
Chapter 3 starts, which means there's more talking, so we can set up the main quest.
There is a
for this
growing
chapter.
darkness to the south, and Crossroad Keep is our best hope to stopping the army of the King of Shadows from reaching Neverwinter. Your keep will play a great role in the war to come. We are still awaiting word from the defense of Fort Lock, but we fear the worst. But the tidings are not all ill. Lord Nasher has prepared something for you, for all your efforts on behalf of Neverwinter. Here. These are yours to wear, and to wear proudly. It is the garb of knighthood, and soon Nasher shall make you a true knight in his service.
An Eldritch Knight, specifically.
As the days grow darker, the need for heroes grows greater, and Lord Nasher wants to recognize you as one of our finest. It is you who have built the keep into the force that it is. It is your name that is echoed on the lips of the men and women here. Even Sand has been known to say a kind word or two about you. What you wear is merely a cloak until that time, but you will find it carries with it special enchantments you may find helpful. Some of the finest mages and weavers of Neverwinter have crafted these cloaks. They should afford you some measure of protection while wearing them. The rest you will discover for yourself. The ceremony will take place in the Great Hall. We have gathered together many nobles from all over Neverwinter. Come now. Let us make our way to the antechamber outside the Great Hall. Lord Nasher awaits. Your companions, the people you have assembled in Crossroad Keep, believe in you, and through you believe in Neverwinter. It is no small thing you have done here.
That can't be good.
Is that... Gods, it's the ancient alarm! I never thought I'd live to see this day. We are under attack!
A little bit of vampire action there. Undead everywhere.
They are here for Nasher. We must get to him at once.
Alright. In the short term, though, we're going to have to do some buffing up to actually be functional. I'm going to use an extended ethereal visage just because it gets a lot of the buffing out of the way very quickly. It takes the place of a lot of my other normal spells.
Prepare to become one with eternity.
It's sad that if I needed like a 4 to hit this thing that I've missed this many times, but... Alright, enough of the missing. I'm just going to switch to spellcaster mode here and start throwing around some firebrand. do it. Well, I guess that we still have a couple things left, but...
We need to reach a more defensible location. There is a guard room in the hall round the corner from here. There we can make our stand. To the guard room. Follow me!
Before we follow him, though, I'm gonna clean up. I'll be right back.
Everyone into the guard room now, quickly! The castle has been sealed. It is part of the ancient defenses of the castle should it ever be attacked, something we thought would never happen. Unfortunately, it has cut us off from Lord Nasher. You must get to him or all is lost. Good. Look behind the tapestries in the hall. One of them should hold an entrance to Neverneath, the chambers beneath Castle Never. Neverneath has always been closed to us, but it is said when the castle is in danger, a path opens for defenders of Neverwinter. Make your way to Lord Nasher's side. We will try to be there as soon as the defenses are lifted.
Wait, you guys have had this castle for how long? You still don't... There are parts of it you haven't been in, and you just don't know how it works? Come on, people. Pay a little more attention to your real estate. Alright, and there's another set of wraiths here, unfortunately. Shadow priests like casting Dispel, which is a little obnoxious considering how critical buffs are to this character's build. But pretty much all he got rid of was Mirror Image, but he also got rid of Heroism. Now, this Wraith is concealed, so when you attack it, you have a 50% chance of missing, just outright, and then you have a 50% chance on top of that, after that, since I have Blind Fight, to not miss. Vampire champions. And I don't know exactly what resistance they have and what penetrates it. Obviously I'm using a magical weapon. It's also a cold iron weapon, so if they have warlock type resistance, it'll work against that. But let's recast. Haste here. When you're first put into this area, they switch out your equipment. You end up with this Neverwinter Nights cloak, which is, you know, it's not bad. Oh good, they dispelled haste again. Oh, hey look, they're actually summoning things. Banishment says no. Couple free kills. Most enemies in the game who quote-unquote summon things are actually not using summoning spells. They're just, you know, just scripted characters being moved onto the map. It's sort of annoying because it makes Banishment less useful. Alright, they've dispelled me enough that I'm going to have to recast some stuff. You can actually just rest in this area. It's sort of strange. But in addition to replacing your cloak, they also replace your weapon with this ceremonial sword, which honestly isn't that bad. It's a new item type. It's the first one we've seen of a universal sword, which is just a weapon that anybody can use. It's a simple weapon and a wizard weapon and all that. We aren't going to have time to complete the entire part of Neverneath, but more or less all this is a series of riddles, and I'll see maybe I'll get through most of it. And you just talk to these statues and they ask you questions. If you get them right, then you get 200 XP. If you get them wrong, you have to fight some additional enemies for very small amounts of XP. And you may, in some areas, get access to some bad treasure. It's usually just better to get the answer right. The first one is kind of tricky. It asks, how many fingers on the hand of Neverwinter? And of course, it's 9 for the Neverwinter 9, not, 10 like a normal human. I guess they assume you must be thinking of Frodo. Now there's these methods down here, which are just, I guess, there to, in case you get bored. Some of these questions, the second one is Black Lake, which I guess you could have guessed, if you had been paying attention when playing the game, that there is a Black Lake district, so it stands to reason there should also be a Black Lake. But, yeah, some of it you just have to read a guide. Third one is Tomb of the Betrayers. These doors here are where you go through if you get them wrong. I don't know why they bother putting these methods here. They're not exactly what you call a challenge. Or at least they're not what I call a challenge. I just call them annoying because I don't have Ice Storm or anything memorized that I can kill them all at once, but... The next one is Neverwinter River, which is... I don't know, I don't think the river is otherwise mentioned. I can't remember any other time it ever comes up. It's just sort of, well, saved before answering the question, and until you get it right, there are only 4 possible answers, so... Just process of elimination gets you through a lot of these if you're not reading a guide. I'll clean up all the stuff later, don't worry about that. And the next one is, is actually sort of a trick question, how do you give up Neverwinter? You don't do it at all. Great. Okay. And the third, this next one is just, it's 3, but how you would know that is completely beyond me. I don't think you ever count them. But the XP has gotten us a level. The last statue requires you to declare loyalty to Neverwinter, or you can lie about it, or a variety of things. And that gets us another 200 XP. To complete the last bit here, you have to start from the place without a sword, and then just walk up to Never, and you get the Rod of Never, which disables the defenses. So, for doing all that properly, you get 2,000 some XP, which is pretty good. If you do it wrong, well, you might get 100 from the kills. Anyway, well, I'm going to loot this place, clean up, and meet you next time as we leave.